What is up, YouTube? How is your day going? Well, finally able to get out a ride. It's been raining the past couple days, so this video is going to show up like a day late or something like that because of Mother Nature. But that's fine. So I figured I would continue on my series of reviews on the different modifications that I've done on my bike. I've done several, so let's recap. I have a Saddlemen seat. I have aftermarket exhausts, which are Vance Hines Slashcut 3-inch. I have a Tier 1 tuner. I have the ODI Vans Colt grips. I have a Memphis Shades Gauntlet Fairing. I have a Eagle LED halo headlight. I have Dean Speed pulley cover, and I have Dean Speed license plate bracket. So I've done a myriad of upgrades to this thing, and we're doing these one by one. Last one I did was the Saddlemen, so if you interested in that one, I'll put a link somewhere on here for that Saddlemen review. So I figure what we do today is we'll talk about my Memphis Shades Gauntlet Fairing. I've had several people ask me about it, and so I figured I'd give you my impressions. I've only ridden it now, I don't know, handful of days, but you know, a couple hundred miles, and tell you what it's kind of done for me. Tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and maybe it helps you out. Don't know. Anyway, so let's talk. So, all in all, when you buy the Memphis Shades fairings, you have to buy a whole bunch of other stuff with it. You just can't buy the fairing and be like, you know, bam, fairing's on, woo! That doesn't work. And this is gonna suck. So I'm not gonna bore you guys while I'm sitting in traffic. And I'll pick this up once I get out of traffic. See you in a second.
One eternity later.
Alright, now we're back. Made it out of that nasty traffic. Okay, so we're going to talk about the van. We Memphis Shades. That's right. That's what we're talking about. And I had said that you just don't get to buy the Memphis Shades and be like, bam, you got to buy a bunch of other crap. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is it's not all inclusive. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. And you know, they're not cheap. You know, you'll probably end up paying right at $400 for something like this. But that's because you know, I have the Indian Scout Bobber, so I had to buy, of course, the brackets, the fairing itself. I had to buy a headlight extension block, and my turn signal relocators. So ordered all that. I did it through JP Cycles, which, you know, they're not as good as ordering through Revzilla, but you know, whatever. I did have some issues, but customer service sorted it out. We won't get into that. But they had it available, and it was hard to find. So I got it, put it on. The instructions that come along with the Memphis Shades fairings are not exactly awesome. They're like a one-pager, and they just kind of say, slap some stuff on, wiggle it around, good luck. You know, that's really about it. So it takes some finesse and finagling to actually put these on down here. It takes a little bit of work. It's easy to put on, but it's not easy to align, because the Memphis Shades fairing has this locking mechanism that needs to seat just right in order for it to lock correctly. And the benefit of it is it's a removable removable fairing. So now that I've got them all set, there's these two little locks that are down there on either side of the fork, and I just pull it up, and you know, she pulls off. But you know, now it's on there. So you know, overall installation, it took me about 30 minutes to get it all put on and set right. The fairing itself is pretty good quality. The bottom of the fairing, where kind of the headlight cowl, or where the headlight goes in, is kind of weak, so it splits really easily. So you got to be careful when you're putting this thing on, that you take care to not split that part of the fairing. If you do and you put a little split in it, it's not the end of the world, and you don't really notice it if you do. But you know, it is kind of a pain to get on initially correctly. Once you get it on initially, and it's pretty easy to kind of take off and on. So here we are, we're out riding with it. Why did I buy it? Well, I was sick and tired of riding at high speeds and feel like I was getting pulled off my bike. I know there's the bobber enthusiasts or the realists out there that said, if you wanted all that, you shouldn't have bought a bobber. Yeah, well, I wanted a bobber, and that's what I did. So, but anyway, I wanted something that kept me from feeling like I was going to get pulled off the bike, so I could ride it, you know, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour comfortably. And it has done that for me. It's pulled all of the wind like off of my stomach and off of my chest. And actually where the wind starts to hit me now is like I've got no wind, no wind. It hits right here. It goes wind, wind, wind. So it literally hits me like right where the camera is, which is great for me because it does zero buffeting. Like at high speeds, my head doesn't bobble around. It's pretty stable. And so it does the job. It keeps the wind pulled off me. It makes it so that I've got a much more comfortable ride. I can ride way more relaxed now and for longer periods of time. So it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Now when I chose the Gauntlet, I had two other choices, really. Actually, well, three. There's the Memphis Shades Bullet Fairing, which I did some measurements on that, and because I have like higher bars, the bullet fairing wouldn't have worked. My bars would have been in the way. But if you got stock bars or drag bars, that bullet fairing will work, and it looks kind of sweet. What it does for wind protection, I don't know. And then I could have gotten the Cafe, but everywhere I looked, actually what I wanted first was the Cafe fairing. I looked everywhere for that thing and couldn't find it. Like everybody was out of stock. And so I looked at the Gauntlet and the Road Warrior, which people had. And I looked at the Road Warrior initially. I was going to do the Road Warrior because it offers like the most wind protection. But I got kind of worried about it because I thought, given its height, given kind of how I'm positioned on my bike, it would have maybe caused a lot of buffeting, and that would have sucked. And everybody and their uncle who rides a Harley Davidson dyno or something of that nature has got a Road Warrior on their bike, and I wanted to be different, so I said I'm gonna get the Gauntlet, and voila, we have the Gauntlet. Wind protection, it does a good job, keeps it off my body, keeps me planted on the bike. Like I said, there is no buffeting. It hits me, right where I wanted it to hit, kind of right at chin level, just below chin level. I think any higher, like if it had hit me in the face or something like that, it'd probably cause a bunch of buffeting. My head would wobble and it would suck on long rides. And that's what I'm going to be doing a lot more of, is long rides. So all in all, the fairing is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. So when I get to where I'm going, we're headed to... Hold on a second. Okay. We're headed to cycle gear because I need to look at a couple things. But when I get there, I'll give it a walk around, let you guys see the fairing, how it looks, and then let y'all be the judge. So we should be there in, I don't know, just a little bit. But I'll see you when we get there. Alrighty. Well, ran into some rain along the way. I did make it to cycle gear to get some stuff that I needed for a trip. But anyway, I figured I'd stop off, walk around the bikes. You can see the Memphis Shades fairing on the sucker. Well, there it is. That is the Memphis Shade. We'll get a good old front view. Bam. Looks pretty thick there. And then we'll get a rider's point of view. Bam. Looks pretty nice. Super easy to take on and off. Like I said, it's this little switch right here. Pop that sucker off on the other side too. And it comes right off. And yeah, that's it. I approve. It's good fairing, easy to put on, blocks the wind where I need it, doesn't buff it. So solid choice. Anyway, check it out, do some research, and you know, maybe it'll help you. And the other thing that's on my bike is, because I'm just testing it out for somebody, is that speed metal gel pad. I'm just playing with it right now, trying to see if I even like it. Somebody had asked me to try it out and let me know what I thought. But outside of that, yeah. Anyway, if you found this helpful, give me a subscribe and a like-a-roo, and poke that notification bell, and you'll get told the next time I spin one of these suckers up. I don't know what we'll do next time. Next time maybe we'll do my grips, because I like them, and I'll talk about them. So anyway, we'll see you on the flip side. Peace.